You came prepared. Oh, we're live. Terrance, what time is it?
Peanut butter
Terrance, what time is it?
jelly time.
What time is it? Where you at? There you go. There you go. There you go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Can you do that one, Terry? Peanut butter. Do your head moves for that one. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Baseball bat. He is on it. Terrance is on it with the... Sorry we were a little late, y'all. We got to tell him we're sorry we're a little late, right? He ain't stopping! Terrance! Calm yourself! Calm yourself! Calm yourself, Terrance! Uh-oh, what's wrong with my sound? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, I got you. People are mad now. We're late. They don't want to come on. They don't want to talk.
Oh, we don't need them. We don't need them.
Listen. They can't blame us, Terrance. We talked before this how YouTube was messing up, not sending messages.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't blame us, Terrance.
No, they can't, because, like, the fact that we were both waiting on each other, like, I'm like, that is so odd. I'm like, we both on my end, I was like, and then on your end, you're like,
I know.
Like, what's going on?
And now I don't even think it's giving alerts. I don't even know if it's giving alerts. YouTube is messed up tonight, Terrance. People are going to be mad that they wasn't on the chat. That's what's going to happen. People are going to come on. I've had this happen, and they'll start commenting. I didn't even know. I didn't even get an alert. I didn't even know you was on.
That's okay, though, because, if they don't come, then they can always just watch it later. Like,
it's true.
Because we got to get around, YouTube messing up. Like, we going to find a way, so we'll be good.
It's just more fun when they come. It's just more fun participating live.
Hey, to me, I already have enough fun talking to you.
Oh! Well, Heavy Duty Smokes is here. I see some Heavy Duty Smokes here. So Heavy Duty's here. We can start then. We can start right away on some Cobra Kai Season 2. Have you watched it, Heavy Duty? Because if you haven't, we're going to be talking about spoilers, right? We have to. Right. We have to talk about spoilers. If we're going to discuss, they had enough time to watch it. If we're going to discuss Cobra Kai Season 2, there's just stuff that happened that's a spoiler that I need to talk about. Right?
Right.
What did you think? Let's start off with this. What did you think overall? The overall on the Season 2, what did you think?
Oh, yep.
Liked it?
I thought it was pretty cool. I still prefer Season 1, but I thought it was pretty cool, though. Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree. Season 1 is still the classic, my favorite, the original. It's hard to repeat magic like that, right? It's hard to repeat magic like Season 1. But Season 2 was still good. Like, it was okay. Had its moments throughout that I was like, oh yeah. But then it was slow on parts. But then the end was just like, bam, right? The end. So that's how I felt. It wasn't like all the way through it. I was just like, oh, but it ended good. So that's a little plus.
Okay, so you do you want to start at the beginning of the season and just kind of work our way through?
Yeah, I mean, if I remember, with the beginning. Oh yeah. So beginning, right when they all right. So I love Terrance. I love Johnny's character. That's my favorite character. Going into Season 2. Season 2. Johnny's my favorite character.
It's funny because in terms of the movies, like specifically part 1 through 3, like I liked them, right. But it's like because this show is more so centered around him and Cobra Kai, it's like, I get to know his character better. Because in the first movie, the first Karate Kid movie, like, man, this dude, this dude is an asshole. You hate him.
You hate him. But Season 1 made me really start to like Johnny. I like Johnny better than Danielson. Like in Cobra Kai's. I do. I don't know. No, even now I still do. Even though I'm mad at him now, but I still like his character better where he's now than Danielson's.
Um, well, I would say with Johnny and Daniel, like I kind of have them like about the same because I feel like I like Hawk better than Johnny. Like I like Hawk better
Of
than Johnny.
course you like Hawk. I don't like Hawk, Terrance. Of course you like Hawk. Of
Yeah,
course. And Doughboy's
yeah, Hawk
here,
is
and Joshua Stark's here.
Hawk.
Now all our people showed up. Now they all showed up.
Yep. So yeah, Hawk. I'm like, man, like, cause see with Johnny, like even when I saw him in the first Karate Kid movie when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't relate to his character. I'm like, number one, this dude was loved by everybody at his school. He had the hottest girl at the school. Like I was the kid that was getting bullied and made fun of
Well,
all the
yeah.
time. And then
Of course,
eventually I
this is
gained
too.
popularity like when I got buff and when I started taking martial arts and so I
Started
had
taking
like a good thing.
karate.
I didn't do karate. Like I started with Taekwondo and then I
Okay.
went to Jeet Kune Do, but like once that happened, then like things started to change for me.
But
But
still, you
Johnny,
never
like
forget.
just that experience, like I'm like I didn't like have it
Yeah.
like that. So I
Well,
was
like going
more
into this, like that's what I
related to
said.
Daniel.
I agree. Like season one, going into it, like right when I started, I was like, "Oh, Johnny, oh, that's what you get, Johnny," because his life is like bad now, and he's on hard times. Starting of season one, right? He's working with this little tech thing, and I was like, "That's what you get. That's what you get for kicking Daniel's son and doing this and bullying." But then I started liking him, and
That's
going
like
into season
for,
two, I liked him even
for
more. I liked him even
but
more, especially Terrance, especially when it started out and he's going to talk about the fight the season before and he was all, what are you doing? Does a cobra attack a wounded monkey or does it attack a tiger like a lion? That's
okay,
what we are. We're badass. We're Cobra Kai. We don't attack the
but Amanda, we
wounded.
got to be fair though, because technically his suffering started at the beginning of the Karate Kid Part 2. Like when we see what happens when they lead the tournament, and then like his
Mm,
instructor John Kreese, when he was literally like choking him out in the parking lot,
yeah,
and then he beat up
yeah,
the rest of the students
yeah,
before Mr. Miyagi had to step in and check him. Like that's when he started going downhill.
yeah. Which hello. So hello, that all this started going downhill because of Kreese, and then here comes Kreese into the picture in season two. Here he comes
Right,
into the picture, and at first I was like, oh, they fighting, right?
right,
He's gonna
right.
show up in the picture, and I'm like, oh, get him, Johnny, beat him up, like I was. Weren't you like that? Wasn't that fight? You were just like, oh,
I, okay. Here's the thing. Like I liked the fight a lot, but from my perspective, I would never fight one of my masters. Like even if
but
there's
was
a
your masters
disagreement.
like that? If your masters was a bad person, did all that stuff, then you still wouldn't. Oh, I
No,
would.
because like it would have to
Parents.
be like my master puts a gun to my head, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm like you are partly
Mm-mm.
responsible for why I'm so tough.
I'd
Like if I
still beat
remove
him.
you from the equation, a
I'd
lot of that
still.
toughness goes with the master. So it'd be like I will let the master know, like you know what, because I have a bunch of them, but like I will let him know, like hey, I don't like how you treated me, but I wouldn't just start swinging on my master. I wouldn't do that.
I
But I
kick
get
him
why
right in the
Johnny did
junk.
though.
I kick him right in the junk.
I'm not gonna do that because then like if I just start like that, that would just be like a really dishonorable, cowardly move. So I wouldn't do that. Like if I'm gonna fight him, I'm like I want to,
When
be
I
honorable, fair.
fight dirty. Don't mess with me. I will fight dirty. I'll bite and I'll
No,
I'll kick in your stuff.
no, I got you, but it's just unless it's like a stranger, but like because specifically if it's the master though, I would definitely want to handle that in an honorable fashion, the way like a martial artist is supposed to.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, this is what I'm mad about, and what I'm mad about Johnny is because is he that dumb then to know how that guy is and really think he's changed? Like he was like, how did he not see he was playing him the whole time?
Because
Because he's
first of
dumb.
all, like John Kreese was the guy that built him up when he was nothing. So in order to do that, you have to know the person inside and out. So if anyone can get to Johnny, the only one that could get to Johnny in that way is John Kreese. So when he walked in before they fought, I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's going to find a way back into Johnny's life, because how could he not if he knows him that well? And like Johnny ain't going to realize it again until it's too late. It's like there's a pattern, like regardless of if it's a martial artist or not, with humans, Amanda, there is always a puzzle to that person. Once you figure it out, you can mess them up over and over and over again.
Doughboy, you get out of here with that. Talk about he's got 5 black belts. You get out of here like that, Doughboy. He flips off the Willis Tower in Chicago. I was
happy though, Amanda. I was happy that they brought in John Kreese. I'm like, that's cool. Yep.
Right.
Like,
you like him, Terrance? You like him?
Oh, absolutely.
Terrance.
Okay.
How are we gonna be friends, Terrance?
When I was younger, I wish I had somebody to teach me how to be strong. I had to teach myself because everyone around me was so weak, Amanda. Like, I didn't have like a John Kreese, you know? I mean, I had my dad, but it wasn't like from a martial artist perspective, but it was just like, you know, someone that's like no mercy and you know, be tough and have a spine and all this kind of stuff. So I have a certain level of respect for John Kreese, even though I don't agree with everything that he does and says, in the same way that Johnny. So like me and Johnny is almost looking at him in the same way.
Well, I that's why I probably relate to Johnny the best, because like I don't go the whole no mercy. Look what Joshua Stark said when he says he has 3 steps to victory: bite first, bite hard, no mercy. But
no, Josh, like I gotta tell you, you know, from someone like me that like knows how to fight, like if you tried to bite me, you would lose all your teeth. Like, really? I'm just letting you know that's a very bad idea. Just a warning. Just trying to warn you.
So you're saying biting? I was gonna go with that tactic if I ever had to. Biting's no good.
Here's the thing, like if you're a martial artist, right, you're fighting on the street, it's not a tournament. There are no rules. The person standing across from you has no honor. They care nothing about the martial arts code or anything. They just want to win. So, which means that if I get taken down to the ground and the only thing I can do is bite that person's ankle, then sure. But the regular person to where they don't really know how to fight and they're just gonna bite somebody, I'm like, you gonna lose all your teeth.
You ain't no Jean-Claude Van Damme. Doughboy, you ain't no. All right, so this is the thing. I was mad at Johnny. I was mad at him. He even let John Kreese back into this. But on the same time, I don't like this Miyagi-Do's place because they get on my nerves. I'm like, we don't strike first. Sometimes you gotta just shut somebody up by what they want to come in there and show up, and I'll be like, oh no, it's like he's too laid back for me. I'm aggressive in ways too. Well, I'm just saying he's too laid back.
Well, in terms of Miyagi-Do, like, number one, Daniel is not Mr. Miyagi at all.
Oh, like, no, and they showed that in this, when he was trying to train them.
This whole show would be different if Mr. Miyagi was present. Rest in peace, Pat Morita, the guy that played him. He's dead, otherwise he would have been in the show. But
when he's trying to...
thing would have been different if Mr. Miyagi is there. Daniel, he's trying, but he tends to be too emotional in a way that Mr. Miyagi wasn't. So I could see where he had improved from like Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3, but he still has that weakness of allowing his emotions to control him. And any competent fighter will tell you that is a huge no-no. You got to control yourself all the time. If you don't, your enemy or enemies will get the best of you.
I know.
So Miyagi-Do with all this peace and stuff, I'm like, look, I'm going to say it like this. You can be peaceful, but you don't have to be a bitch, though. Like you
I agree.
like if someone comes up to me and they're talking trash, I'm not gonna just haul off and just snap their neck. I'll be like, okay,
I
this dude is
bite
talking
him.
trash.
I'm kidding.
I'm not a
I'm
biter.
kidding. I'm kidding. Art, you're right. This is
But
why Art Bar's right, because if you bite somebody, that's just getting nastiness in your mouth. You're right. I don't want to do that, but I'll still kick them in the junk. I'll still do that.
well, see that there's a thing though, because depending on who you're dealing with, there are techniques to catch the ankle and snap it. So like
Doughboy.
certain things that may seem like a good idea is not always. So you gotta be careful. That's all I'm saying. But in terms of Miyagi Do, I'm like, so they got. I wrote them down just to make sure. I'm like, they got Robbie, that's Johnny's son.
Yeah.
Dude,
Samantha, his
he's
daughter.
too emotional, way too emotional. And then you got Samantha, Daniel's son or daughter, rather. Then you have Dimitri, who I absolutely hate.
Is that the one with glasses? Is that the one he's all? You're the Cobra kind. This is the man. Like is that the one who's like with Hawk?
Yeah, he's the only character that I've seen to where I would classify him, Amanda, as a literal pussy. I'm like, this dude. I'm like, you can't call yourself a man acting like that, Dimitri.
And then when he tried to, they would trade. I just remember this. I remember like a cheesy part. I was like, cause Danielson's trying to train them at the Miyagi ways, and none of them. So they're like, all right, like they're not even getting it. And then Daniel, he was like, like on Game of Thrones with this. I was like, oh Lord. I was like, oh Lord. We're gonna bring Game of Thrones up into some karate training, Danielson. Oh Lord.
I'm like, first of all, like, I've only seen 3 episodes of Game of Thrones, and I'm just like, those people are not martial artists. Like, I don't see why you would mention those characters. I'm like, what are you doing, Dimitri? Like, what, like?
Look, Joshua Stark said he met Mr. Miyagi.
Dimitri to get beat up all the time, Amanda. I'm like, can someone just like break his nose to where he's like choking on blood so he can't talk anymore? Because like this dude, man.
Did you see this? Joshua Stark met Mr. Miyagi in a Walmart once.
Really? Like you being serious? Like that really happened? Or are you just playing around?
He said it like he
playing around with Pat Morita. Like
this ain't Doughboy. If it was Doughboy, I wouldn't believe him. If it was Doughboy, but he said
okay, Joshua. Like if that really happened, that's cool though. That's really cool. Like especially if it was like
what was he buying at Walmart?
Deal with him.
I want to know what he was. Oh wait, not Mr. Miyagi. Oh, I thought you said Miyagi. Mako.
Oh, Mako. Yeah. Hey.
Who's Mako?
Hey, Joshua, Mako. That's like I remember when he was in Green Hornet with Bruce Lee in that Green Hornet TV series, and then Mako he went on to play Master Splinter in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I got you, Joshua. Like Mako was beast. Like Mako was beast. Holy crap. Yep. All right, Joshua. I see you.
So why is he bringing that up?
I have no idea, but Mako.
Where did that come from? We was talking about Mr. Miyagi. You gonna bring up some random stuff? We believe you.
That you saw my reaction, Amanda. That threw me way off. When you read it, I was like, oh. Like he mentioned Mako. Like I just don't hear his name that much. Like that's why I got excited.
I wouldn't have recognized him in the Walmart. I probably wouldn't have recognized him.
I would spot that dude anywhere. I'd be like, Mako! Mako! Hey, fan! Yep.
All right. So, back to, I want to get, because Danielson's, their whole group, except Robbie and Samantha, ain't worth nothing. They ain't worth nothing, the rest of them. Right?
Man, Robbie, like...
You don't like Robbie, do you? You don't like Robbie? He gets on my nerves. He gets on my nerves because I'm like, you over there in Danielson's dojo, when your dad got a better dojo, he's got a better one, could train you better, and you over there with Danielson.
He's mad at his dad, so I understand why he was rolling with Daniel. So I'm like, I get it. It's going to take some time because me, I don't have a good relationship with my dad, so I wouldn't go to his dojo either. Like, I'm just being real. Like, I'd go with
even if he was
else.
better. You'd be like, he's the best. I can be the better fighter, I think, up in his dojo.
It's like, well, only to certain points though. Like when it comes to aggressive kind of fighting tactics, yes. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to defensive stuff that you will need in a fight, not necessarily. I feel like they both have their strengths and their weaknesses. Mm-hmm.
So
and I think that's the beauty of the show in the sense that you see the strengths and the weaknesses of both parties.
Why?
So how if you actually combined.
Yeah, it's true. Even the most hated character, even for me, who is your favorite character?
Right.
Hawk. You love Hawk. And I dislike him most probably even more than the one Demetrius or whatever his name is. They even show in the show that he still has like that human part. Right? They're showing how with his lip and his mom and him getting bullied, then they still gonna bring up him like wetting the bed and stuff. So even like the most hated, well, I don't know, because they don't show any humanity in him.
There is humanity in Kreese. That's why they had that scene where, he was connecting with Johnny when Johnny saw that this guy was struggling.
Oh, like, yeah, that's true.
Like even the toughest person, like even me, like I am who I am today because of pain, suffering, rage, bullying, and crap talking parents. Like that's how you get me. So like there is going to be, like if you were to sit me down, you will get heart to heart depending on who's talking to me. If they know how to communicate properly, like it's there. Like you can't be that tough without something to get you there, because nobody is born like that. Like even like you see with Hawk, like compared to how he started versus how he is now, like that is a change. I'm like, this dude went from I'm so pathetic that I will not lift my head up in public and look somebody in the eye to doing spinning crescent kicks through the air and kicking somebody in the face. This dude's getting tattoos and spiking up his hair. I'm like, this dude went from 0 to 100 in like a few months.
But then he's just a jerk. But then he's now the person that, but like he didn't like. He's now the bully when he was getting bullied. I don't like it.
Well, yeah, because like I've never been like a bully myself, but at the same time, like when a person is born with a certain kind of strength or they naturally have it for whatever reason, they don't know what it's like to be weak. Like I know what it's like to be weak because that's where I started. Mm-hmm. So it'd be the same thing for someone that, was getting bullied and now they do the bullying. Like they're like, yeah, so now I get to do that. See, now I know how the bullies feel. Like it feels better for me to cause the suffering than for me to feel it myself. So I'm just like, the Hawk character is so real in that sense, and I gravitated towards him because of that. I'm like, that's really what you would get from some people. If you put them in the right hands, in the hands of Johnny, he gonna turn him into a beast. I'm like, you ain't gonna have no punks up in Cobra Kai. Like, that's why I'm like, Cobra Kai is cool. See, Daniel in Miyagi-Do karate, like in Miyagi-Do, like, like you can be as soft and Dimitri-like as you want, Amanda. And I'm just like, so Dimitri, you think you gonna survive out there in the world when you doing all this talking about Game of Thrones and stuff to somebody who doesn't care? Like they're just gonna like punch you in the face, and all that information is not gonna help save your life or help somebody else.
Well, I think that with him though, because I mean, when Daniel started, he was kind of the same way, weak and stuff. But Dimitri, he just was, he don't want to put in the effort is what pisses me off about him.
Oh boy, like when I think of Daniel in the first Karate Kid, he wasn't that much of a punk. I'm like, Dimitri,
he got beat up. He got beat up, but the thing with Dimitri,
but see, Daniel though, he still had a spine to provoke Johnny, right? Like he couldn't beat him up.
Well, so does Dimitri.
The soda in his face.
Soda. What did Dimitri do?
Daniel did.
Dimitri was up there on that mic talking about Hawk peeing on his pants at the party.
But that had to be built up to. Like, see, Daniel, he did that in the first movie, like relatively quickly over a short period of time. Like, he was already someone that's like, even though I can't fight, I'm still going to talk trash and throw stuff at my enemies. Dimitri was like, I'm going to hide away until I build up the courage to do it. Like, he had a lot of fear in him. Like, Daniel he had fear, but he had courage, though. That's why Miyagi took him under his wing. Well, like, yeah. Miyagi wasn't just like...
I'm not comparing him. I'm not saying he's like Daniel. I'm just saying Daniel was weak, too. Also, I'm saying Daniel was weak also, but the difference, one of the big differences is, too, Dimitri just wants to sit back and be like, yeah, I want to be able to be a bad... But he don't want to put in no work. I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do that, and I got my note from my parents. That's the thing. He don't want to put in no work.
Amanda, you know why I like how you said that, Amanda? You know, you said that perfectly. You know why, Amanda?
Why?
You can't be taught how to be a badass. It has to already be in you. A person can only pull that out. Like, in the case of Dimitri is Dimitri. Like, you can maybe teach him how to throw a punch or something, but he will always have what he is in the background. That's why there's a difference between him and Hawk and Robbie and Miguel and Samantha and every other character in the show. Yeah.
Doughboy, it's a YouTube premium show. It's not on Netflix, it's a YouTube premium show, Cobra Kai. You still haven't got on Cobra Kai, Doughboy, you got 2 seasons now.
Okay, we gotta, okay, so I like Asha from Cobra Kai, the chick with the glasses. Like, I would love to have her as a friend. Like, she is so cool. Like, cause...
What girl's that? You know I don't remember names. She's on Cobra Kai. The one from the beginning. Season 1.
She's the heavier one with the glasses.
You like her?
Yeah, like, cause I like her personality because, like, she's the kind of girl where I feel I can have her hang out with me.
Yeah.
And she won't be too girly and stuff. Like, she'll be down to do the stuff where I have to kind of keep nudging certain females to do it. I'm like, come on, come on. And they're like, I don't want to.
Like her, what?
Yeah, I'm down. Like, yeah, high five. Like,
what you gonna nudge, Terrance? We want to know what you gonna nudge girls to do they won't do.
Well, it's like, it could be anything from like watching certain kinds of movies, or we're gonna go do this workout or something. Like, they ain't really about it like that. You know, like they always like, nah, like, I'm like, man, but you know, the guys will be down. But you notice that Asha, she's just as down as Miguel and Hawk and everybody else in Cobra Kai.
Yeah, no, I mean, and even though she's like heavy and stuff, I'm like, my girl is on it. It don't matter. That's what I like about this too, is because like Hawk had this, then you got Miguel and her, like it's not all these buff guys in Cobra Kai that are like badass too. They're making like even regular type people like that. I mean, that's why I like this one better too. I agree.
They're a lot of them would be classified as nerds. Is what it is. Yeah. To where, because with like in the first Karate Kid movie, like Johnny and his crew and everyone else, like they were different, and I was like, that's cool. Kids. Like, I remember in school, like, there wasn't a group of people that were just beasts like that. It was just like, you had a bunch of regular, boring, average, everyday individuals that think they're better than everybody, that none of them knew how to fight. I'm like, I got so tired of that, Amanda. I'm like, why are you acting tough when you know if I just punch you in your throat and then kick your leg out from under you, what you gonna do? Like, I was so mad,
you
Amanda.
Saying that? You were saying that?
Yep. Yeah, I was like, Amanda, like, even before, like, I built up the strength and learned how to fight, like, I was always a trash talker because I wasn't scared of no human. I was like, I'll tell you what, you might be able to beat me up, but I would never be afraid of you. One day, I'm going to make you look like a chump. Just give me some time, because when I say something, I mean it. That's okay. Give me a couple of years and watch what happens when you try to knock my peanut butter and jelly sandwich down the ground. I'm going to pick it up and shove it in your face, and I'm just going to grab him, man. Just
don't you do that to no peanut butter jelly. You know how I feel about no peanut butter jelly. We don't do that to no peanut butter jelly. We don't do that.
Because I was like, see, I was like, y'all think y'all tough. I was like, yeah, why don't you go mess with somebody that can knock your ass out? Like, how about you do that? See, because the real tough people, they mess with other people that are tough, because then there's a challenge.
That's what he said. We badass. We Cobra Kai. We don't attack a wounded monkey. We gonna attack a lion. I'm telling you, that's what I said. I'm with you.
That's right. When Johnny said that, and then it was thinking about it like, yeah, so what you want to do? Like the wounded monkey? Or you trying to go after like the elephant?
Yeah.
It was like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm just like, see, that's how you got to break it down. But then John Kreese was in the background like, you being too soft. And he was right. And you know what's funny? Most people, when they watch stuff like this, they always be like, oh, you can't be that mean and aggressive. That's not the way of life. Fast forward to Mr. Miguel. What happened when he decided to show mercy? What happened to him? What happened to him in the finale, Amanda? He decided.
I don't want to relive it.
He decided, Amanda.
I love Miguel.
He decided to be weak.
He did the right thing. He did the right thing.
No, he didn't.
What should he have done? What should he have done? Broke his arm?
What he should have done. It's obvious. Look. When everybody was brawling in the school, which is by far the best fight choreography I've seen in this series.
That did, I was watching it, my son had already, I got him on the Cobra Kai, then he wants to go and watch the episodes before I get to it, and then he wants to watch it with me, and then be like, cause it makes me mad when he's like, watch this, like something's coming up. But anyway, when that fight scene happened, he was like,
the season 2 finale fight scene was the best I've seen, because some of that fighting, because I know from experience, I'm like, that's not how you do those moves. Like but anyway,
just when the whole school is fighting.
Miguel, my boy Miguel, he had Robbie beat. He had him on the ground. He should have broke his arm and walked away. And what did he do, Amanda? He decided to be weak, and he let that boy get up. And then Robbie, it was an accident, but that's not the point. You allowed that to happen because you wanted to show mercy and be weak, and he kicked him off that rail, and he hit his back. See, if Miguel
this isn't Terrance. This is the way I look at it, Terrance. Miguel did the right thing.
It's not right for you to offer.
Not right.
Miguel may never walk again, Amanda. That's not right.
What's not right. Look, is Robbie. Robbie should have been trained. Robbie's not trained with this kind of stuff. No, I disagree.
Oh, look, but let's compare the two. Miguel may never walk again. If Miguel would have broke Robbie's arm, his arm would have healed. Miguel may never be okay again. That's what you get.
Would have broke his arm intentionally. He would have broke his arm intentionally. That he didn't do that on purpose. But
it doesn't matter. He still hurt Miguel, though. It doesn't matter if it's on purpose or by accident. The end result is still Miguel may never walk again. And he could have died in comparison to a little broken arm. So I'm just like, you put your life in that boy's hands who was clearly mad at you, and all you had to do was break his arm to make sure he didn't get up. You don't have to kill him, but break his arm. Because the way I was trained, when you're fighting someone in that situation, when it's not a tournament, you never, ever turn your back on your opponent.
Then that's why listen.
Get up.
That's why when you're like John Kreese, no mercy, finish him. You know what? You don't always have to finish people. You don't always have to finish people. No, you don't.
He's in the hospital because of that way of thinking.
But you don't. But maybe listen.
He had a flashback when Johnny had that face when he was like, "Be weak and show mercy," and then he let him go. And Amanda, before he kicked him off, let me tell you why I got scared for him. Because I said to myself, I was like, "You're done. You have just made a mistake." And then sure enough, a couple seconds later, Robbie got off the ground. Boom, boom, boom. He was throwing that combo. and he kicked him, and I was like, oh my God, that's what you get for being weak. That's
not what he should have done. What he should have done is show mercy, but he should have like got out. If he's gonna leave him, he should have been like, hold it, like, we done? Are we done? Not just like started having flashbacks, started doing
what he did. When he let him go, you don't need dialogue. Like, if you're fighting someone and you let that person go, that's your way of saying, are you done?
You don't just finish people.
No. That you showed them mercy.
You want to be like John Kreese in life? You want to be like John Kreese in life? You want to give no mercy and kick him out? No.
The hospital. He decided to be a bitch, and that's why he's in the hospital. That's what he gets. He shouldn't have did that.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Nobody wants to be in the hospital. Like, I'm pretty sure when Miguel wakes up in season 3, he's not going to go, my master was right. No, your master taught you to be a punk, and that's why you will never walk again. You should have listened to John Kreese. And then it would be you not in the hospital.
So you're glad. You are glad John Kreese.
With a cast thing. Little cast.
You were glad John Kreese is now doing the Cobra Kai.
No. I'm glad that John Kreese taught them that in certain situations, it's either you or your opponent. Look at Miguel. That's why they did that at the end of the season, to get people to understand that even you said that Miyagi-Do is too soft. That is one of the examples of being soft at the wrong time. Again, you don't have to kill him. You have to stop him.
I was glad. Who's with me? Am I the only one? Am I the only one that was glad he showed mercy? I was like, at least look, if you're gonna die, and if you're gonna break your back.
I wanted to see Miguel in the hospital. Why? Because I'm like, Miguel, man. I was like, oh my God, and then I was like, this guy's an idiot. You're an idiot. I'm like, so the whole season, before John Kreese got there, before he even got there, even at the tournament, Miguel was beast. And then in the season finale, all of a sudden, you have this epiphany that you need to be a weakling, and look at you now. You'll probably never be able to throw a kick again, and that's what you get. And while Miguel's mom was trying to blame it on Johnny, that was kind of his fault, because he was the one like, well, I need to do it differently from how John Kreese taught me, because, mercy is the way. I'm just like, Johnny, that's why he broke your trophy, Johnny. That's what you get. Like, you dang it, Johnny. Oh my God, like, man, it was
even
just a combination of me being upset at Miguel for being weak. I'm just like, first of all, this dude, number one, he took Samantha, and then he lied to Samantha and didn't tell her that he had the little badge, Mr. Miyagi's badge of honor. He kept that so he can be with that female. So he already founded the relationship on lies, which is something that every guy knows to never do with a woman. Never start it with lies. Because then when she find out, there's a chance she may not forgive you. You don't want that. Why put yourself in that situation? So I'm like, Robbie is a snake. Similar to his dad. Pun intended. Cobra Kai, it runs in the family. I'm like, you mean to tell me
Doughboy Super Chat!
I'm like, Amanda, that boy, when I was analyzing it from a martial artist perspective, when granted it was an accident, but I was like, when I saw how many times he was hitting him before he kicked him, I'm just like, I know they're going to pass this off as an accident, but a trained martial artist would never be able to hit somebody that many times and not realize what they're doing, even if they are angry. So I called bullshit on that one. I was like, Robbie, I'm not part of the humans that are going to be like, like, he didn't mean to do that at all. Yes, he did. It's just when it happens, see, when you see somebody fall that far, then you're just like, oh, damn. But
I'm not saying he meant to kick him. He wasn't ready for the fight to be over. I'm saying, I didn't say that, but
man, these boys, like, Robbie is dumb, Miguel is dumb and weak. I'm just like, how do you, like, train with martial artists and you don't take the best lessons that they can give you? Like at the very least, if he didn't want to break Robbie's arm because for some reason he also wanted to be weak, he could at least punched him in the face and knocked him out. Because on the streets, Amanda, like how we were trained, like if you punch somebody and put them on the ground on the street and you let them get up, they can pull out a gun and shoot you, Amanda, or stab you.
Oh, listen.
To show mercy.
I'm just saying, I make sure, like, he ain't gonna be coming at me. Like, that's why I said, he just was like, let him go. He just let him go and was like, okay.
But, okay, I like that you said make sure, but how do you make sure? You can't just talk to him and make sure. You have to physically stop him. What criminal, like...
But like, these aren't criminals. These are supposed to be respected. These are supposed to be respected dojos.
Hold up, like if a criminal breaks into your house with a gun and you put him on the ground and you go now,
but that's what Terrance.
You just need to never break into anyone's house again.
This is the difference, Terrance. This is the difference you're thinking. This is supposed to be, you were trained in martial arts, you said. You have a certain respect level, right? These are respected dojos fighting, not just some criminals up on the street.
When it's different when a person attacks you. If a person attacks you, they have no respect. And if they have no respect for me,
Cobra Kai, right? Cobra Kai said strike first. You like Cobra Kai, strike first.
I know, but
first, strike like, hard and fast.
But Robbie doesn't respect Miguel, though. See? So, if Robbie don't respect Miguel, then why should Miguel be a little punk and respect him? Like, for what? Look at you now, Miguel.
Art says...
Gonna be spreading that.
Art says...
In season 3, Amanda, he gonna be like... Like, he gonna have a black eye, Amanda. He gonna be like, I don't know what happened, Johnny.
So wait, Art said, listen. Art says he thinks if Miguel recovers, he's going to go to Cobra Kai under Kreese.
Good.
Thank you. Do you think?
That's what we could do. You know why? Amanda, let me tell you why I love the ending of the season. When Johnny came up in there looking all with that sour face, the face of failure, and then John Kreese was there like, hey, how you doing, Johnny? Remember when I told you what Cobra Kai stands for? I built this. And look at you. One of your favorite students that you was hitting on his mom. Because guess what? Now that her son is in the hospital, you ain't getting none of that ass. That ass is over. Because her son is in the hospital now. Probably will never walk again because of something you told him, Johnny. So then John Kreese was like, yeah, that's right. Remember when you did that handshake deal? That don't count in the real world. There are no handshake deals. It's got to be signed on a dotted line, Johnny. Too bad, like...
Well, that's the only reason... Listen. That's the only reason I'm mad at Johnny. That's the only reason. Because he was stupid in those ways. Let his dojo... just be taken by Kreese. Like, it makes me mad. That's the only reason I'm mad.
Like, John Kreese told him, no, man, but then what happened? A beautiful thing happened. It was like when Johnny tried to walk up to Kreese, then the students was just like, we supposed to be a family. Our family's up in the hospital because you, with all your be nice and show mercy crap, and now our boy can't walk again. You know what? You take one more inch towards John Kreese and we all gonna jump you right here and now. I was like, that's what's up. I'd have been the same way. I'd be like, my buddy Miguel's in the hospital because you told him to be weak with all this show mercy crap. Look at him now.
And you really think...
Get out. This don't even belong to you.
Cobra you really think, listen.
John Kreese.
You really think... You really think when Miguel wakes up, he's going to be mad at Johnny? I don't think so. I think he'll be mad that they went to Kreese.
If he's not mad at Johnny, I won't be surprised, but then I also think that that's unrealistic. Like, there is no person on this planet that's going to tell me when they listen to the advice of a human and then all of a sudden they're in the hospital, they're going to wake up and go, it's no problem. everything will be okay.
It don't mean that Vice wasn't wrong. Like, even if they took
the Vice was wrong because he said
no. And you know what? Let me tell you something.
Johnny, but didn't Johnny tell all the students? He said, if you show mercy, it'll make you a better person and you will have a better outcome. So the better outcome is you can't walk again.
If you
like Johnny
listen,
lied.
If you're listen, would you? I would rather someone die honorably than live to be an unhonorable person. Is all I'm saying. So,
you though, like if you were in that situation and you broke your back, you wouldn't be saying that. You're looking at it from the outside. Of course, it's easy to say, I want Mr. Miguel to be honorable. It's like, but if you were Mr. Miguel, you wouldn't be feeling too good with your back all snapped up and you just in the hospital like, can somebody give me some water because I can't move? Like, oh
nope.
my God.
I think you're wrong. You're wrong. In season 2, you think it's leading up to show that, he took the wrong advice. They should not show mercy and all things. I think season 2 is just leading up to season 3 to show, don't go. Because once they go into John Kreese, it's over with. It's over with. Things are really going to be bad for him. Things are really going to be bad for him.
Cobra Kai, right?
What?
This is called Cobra Kai, which means that the Cobra Kai are considered to be the bad guys. And if the show is centered around the bad guys have to continue to move in a positive direction. The show's not called Miyagi-Do, peace. Like, it's called Cobra Kai, so I was just like, that's dope. That means that Johnny and whatever he does, and now we know that Kreese is there, I'm like, good. Now we got a real man in the dojo. Johnny, he thought because he was sleeping, like, he was about to get some of Miguel's mom. He was getting too soft. I'm like, man, Johnny, what happened? Oh, speaking of Johnny, Amanda.
Doughboy, you stop! What?
It was really cool when Johnny met up with his friends and stuff from the dojo.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Uh-huh.
And then the one dude had the cancer.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I liked how they did that. I liked how they brought those original guys back. I enjoyed that one too.
Amanda, I'm gonna be honest. Like, when I saw all of them together, and then they did the flashback of when they were in Karate Kid 1 and 2.
Don't you say semen! Don't you say semen!
And Amanda, it was just like,
I knew it! I knew it, Terrance! Don't you say it!
It was just that explosion of happiness. And while I was drowning in my own stuff, I was like, this is cool. I never would have thought they would have did that. That is special.
You just stop it!
They did nothing else, Amanda. I'm like, that part is cool. I'm like, thank you for at least doing something like that. That took a little, like, I feel like a real fan came up in there and they was like, you know what, I think the fans will like if you can somehow get all of them together and have it mean something.
I mean, that was neat.
And he was sick, man. It was like I was losing my friend. I was like, right. I was like, remember that one time when we were in Cobra Kai when John Kreese was like, no mercy, and he was like, yeah, and then you grabbed that one dude, then I kicked him through the window, and he was like, yeah. Like, he was just all raging out. Remember that one time? Like, it just was all the memories, Amanda.
No, I like that episode a lot. I enjoyed that one. Although that took him away for John Kreese to steal his place. But, you know what episode probably was one of my favorites?
Oh, yeah, which one?
When Johnny gets a computer. And you know that was a good one. When he got a computer, and then he said he couldn't get it to turn on, and the guy was like, have you ever owned a computer before? He's like, I'm not a nerd. He's like, what do you think I am, a nerd?
Yep. Remember, it was a few weeks back when we were talking in the comments about that scene. Like, Yep.
And then when he said then he went back home on his computer and started Googling like wet t-shirts, and I was like, oh, Johnny does.
So I was like, that's what you're gonna do? You're gonna be like, wait a minute, so I could just type in whatever I want?
Johnny done found the internet. Johnny done found the internet. And then they had that part, when it come up, it was like the dinosaurs made the pyramids, and he was like, I knew it.
Right. Right.
That was
what about what did you think about Tori? Like when she came to the
I
Cobra
liked
Kai,
her.
like
I liked her. That's why I was like, forget Miguel. Forget about that Sam. She wants to go after Robbie, who ain't gonna do no good. She had a good guy with Miguel. Gonna leave him. Forget about her. Miguel, just go and concentrate. Forget about Sam. This new
that's
girl.
what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I was like, because you know I am. I was like, see, Tori, even though she
Got
causes
that little
trouble,
warmness in her, which I like.
She's causing some trouble though, Tori. But aside from the troublemaker quality in her, I did like the toughness as to where, like Samantha, I kind of like associate her more like she like a cupcake kind of girl. Like she all proper and oh no, my feelings. Oh, like I'm just like nah. Tori is where it's
I
at.
like Tori.
I was like, Miguel, I'ma smack you. You better pick you some Tori over. Really,
I agree.
you gonna go with Miyagi-Do karate? Like that's really like, come on, Miguel.
And Tori was like, Tori's into him. She's devoted to him. Some that Sam already done left to you. Going for this Robbie, he's no good. Because he came from the past. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you're gonna know he come from that kind of situation. He was in that part. No, the family ain't around. No lights on and stuff. He's gonna have some kind of demons up in there. You're gonna go for that?
I already knew, Amanda. I already knew it was over when the second that Samantha saw Robbie without his shirt. I'm like, she is done. That's it. I was like, that's like one of the perfect setups. I'm like, he was chilling out in the sun, no shirt. He was near some water. I'm like, she was hooked after that. It was over.
But that's what I'm saying. Miguel is a cute boy. It's not like she's going from not like I love Miguel. I think Miguel.
I understand, but it's not like Miguel was just posted up though in the sun without a shirt. Like, yeah,
it's because they were training too close. They were training together.
Sweetheart, can you bring me the fruit punch? Like, I'm gonna sit here and look amazing in this sun. Yep, you know you like this. Yep.
I guess that's true. They were training together, so she got close to him and stuff. But
like you said, perfect, Amanda. They were training together. She couldn't get enough. It was like he was just like, "Poof, Miyagi-Do," and then it was like he was sweating, and she had that look in her eye. It was like a sparkle, Amanda. And then I'm like, that is the perfect condition. I'm like, your father likes him. Yeah. Y'all training together. It's hot out, like 99 degrees. He's sweating. The shirt is off, or he wearing a tank top. I'm like, oh man.
What's gonna happen now, though? What's gonna happen now?
You know what, Amanda? Because Johnny walked off. I don't like. It seemed like he was legitimately like just done. So yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like he'll probably. I'm picturing him kind of showing up to the hospital.
What do you think is gonna happen with the Sam, Robbie, like Miguel, Tori situation? You think Sam's gonna run to Miguel's side, and then Robbie's done run off, so he's gonna be somewhere, and they're gonna all hate him, and then Tori was kind of at the end. She got that thing out. She got her spikes out on her hands. I was like, oh Lord.
Oh man, that fight between Tori and Samantha, I was like, get her, Tori! Yeah, I was like, mess her up, Tori! I was like, yep. And then, Samantha, she was doing good, and then Samantha was like, why are you doing this to me? Miyagi-Do karate! And then Tori was like, shut up! And she just kicked her, I was like, yep.
And then what? Sam's in the hospital, she got scratched or something. I'm like, over there, Miguel's about to die, and you're like, oh, I gotta take care of Sam. She got a scratch from the karate. Like, that just aggravated me.
And, I was like, yeah, like Samantha, she gonna be by Miguel's side, and then of course Robbie's gonna be like, darn it. He's like, I should have went down there and snapped his neck, Cobra Kai. Like, and then it's gonna be Johnny. Like, I think he'll come to visit Miguel, but Miguel won't necessarily know. He'll probably kind of do it low key just to check on him.
Because the mom don't want him around. Like, I think he won't. Like, he wants to go see him, but I don't think the mama really have him around, like let him around.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm picturing him doing it more low key.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's what I'm saying.
It'll be enough to see him.
I agree.
Like physically be in the room.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I said I agree, because the mom don't even want him around. But then throw you this curveball at the very, very end when he throws his phone, and then you see the girl done liked him on Facebook, like the friend request.
Yeah. The pretty blonde chick from
Allie, Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah, yep.
So I'm like, is she gonna be coming up in the next season?
That'd be cool. I mean, you'd be like, hey, here's the problem with that. Because she, in the past she dated Johnny, and then she dated Daniel for a long time. So when Daniel sees her, that'll probably bring up something. Not so much that Daniel will like her because Daniel's married, but it's like, he'll probably be like, oh, great, someone else from my past. Let me guess, you going to join Cobra Kai? Like, is that what you're Oh, boy. But yeah, Amanda, I think you're on to something, but I think the first 2 episodes will probably be, very heavy with the emotion.
Yeah. Well, that's what I feel like overall the season. It was like from episode 1 to 9. It was like this for me. I was like, oh, there, like you said, like the one episode when he's visiting his friends. I was like, oh, that's a good one. And the next was like, eh. And then there's another one. I'll be like, oh, that one was good. Next one. But then it just ended with such a that I can't see season 3 is going to be amazing. Like, I think season 2 is leading up to like amazing season 3.
The season 2 finale, I was like, this is better than the whole season.
Yeah.
It was cool.
And I told you that, didn't I? Didn't I tell you that last week when we was talking about it and you said I still had the last?
I was like, what did you watch? Like, cause I
told me and Terrance before we went live last Friday, I asked him, I said, you watch Cobra Kai? He said, I watch everything but the last episode. I said, what you think? He said, it's okay. Just wait, because the last episode is going to be the best to make this the whole season great. And I told you, I said, remember this when we talk about it, and you see why I say it now.
You were right. I mean, it was like, I was like, well, damn. Like, because when I was thinking back to all the fights at my school, like, they were so terrible, like, people couldn't fight, and then, like, I always knew it was a fight, Amanda, because first it would be quiet, right? Or it'd be noisy because of all the kids, but, people in different areas of the school eating their lunch, chatting it up, and all of a sudden you hear, oh my God! And then everybody runs in one direction. So it's a fight again. It's like, Amanda, like, you had to have seen it. Like, I don't know if you've experienced it, like, when you were going to school, but, like,
no.
It was always, like, one person just that quick, sudden look, Amanda, and then you already knew what was happening.
I went to a Catholic school, so I was the bad one. But we didn't have, Joshua Stark.
To be fair, Amanda, stuff be going down in the Catholic schools, Amanda. Like, people be thinking sometimes it's just not, but you can get like two Catholic boys and girls, they could just be beating each other to death with a Bible or something.
I mean, it's true, that could happen, but it's more rare occasion than like in the public schools. That happens all, like my son, he goes to public school now, and he's just every day coming home, like, he recorded a fight, and I was like, Zach, you better erase that. You're gonna be going to the Jew, they'll get you for that. Get it off your phone. You don't want evidence.
Amanda, hold up.
Let me tell Joshua real quick. Elizabeth Shue was in Adventures of Babysitting. Okay. Yeah, he recorded the fight. And we got to go in a minute. Look, my computer's it's on the red.
Recording fights, Amanda, like, he get, like, close with his phone and then he just be recording like that?
Yeah. Like, he recorded one, and it was some boys in the bathroom, and they were hitting each other, and he was like, look, Mom, look. And I was like, get that off your phone. But I was like, wait, let me look again. I said, let me look again. I was like, all right, then delete that.
Amanda, you bad. So you like, wait, let me see it one more time before I delete it. No, what the?
Because they were silly. Like, middle school kids fighting are silly. And I was like,
Amanda.
Yeah.
Nobody thought of this, I don't think. I just thought of this right now. In the Karate Kid Chapter 3, right? remember John Kreese had a friend, Terry Silver, the guy with the ponytail? Imagine if he comes back in season 3 and helps John Kreese, because that was what they did in number 3. Like that'd be twice the trouble, man.
Oh, I mean they're doing it. They're bringing back all these people. They're bringing them all back.
If I see Terry Silver, and also if he comes back, I want to see Daniel's face, because he's the guy that made Daniel turn away from Mr. Miyagi. Remember, like he was teaching him how to do all the bad moves and stuff to make the person bleed. So you know Daniel gonna feel some kind of way. He gonna be like, first it was John Kreese, and now it's Terry Silver back. You got both up, and then oh my god, like
we'll see. I have no idea where they're gonna take season 3. None. The way they ended it, I don't even have guesses for you. I don't even have guesses, but I gotta go. Listen, we gotta go for real, because look. My bar is on red. My computer's about to die. I forgot my charger. So I want to go before my computer just dies and it ends it.
You don't want to, you sure you don't want to go for like another 10 hours?
If you want my computer to die, yeah, we can do 10 hours if you want my computer to die and just end it.
All I gotta do is send my energy through my phone to your computer. That's all I gotta do.
I will do it right now. I don't see my bar moving. I don't see that red turning green.
Well, it's bad connection. That's what.
All right, y'all. We're going. If you haven't watched Cobra Kai, y'all better get on it. Right? That's season 1, amazing, magic. Season 2, still great. Like, I'm not going to say it's not great. It's still great. And I think season 3 is going to be the best of them all. Just the way they end it. Has to be.
I want to see Terry Silver now. Like I want.
Now you do. Now you're gonna have me thinking. All right, y'all. Me and Terrance, we out. Bye.